That would help. And then the music goes silent. Here we go. The starting over. We are live, I think. We're here live with World of Goo 2, where we've returned to the triangles of goo. Not with triangles of goo. 53% in. 53% in. I'm not late, you're late. Definitely not late because of work, but at least the weekend's here now. The Atomic Express, the train of doom that we run in the middle of winter. Not Snowpiercer or anything. We could absolutely do the merging tower. We could. We were close. It might be something that we come back to once we've finished the main quest, but we were close. We could have done that. We want to make progress to begin with, but welcome back to World of Goo 2. Thank you to the developers for the key as always. These waste disposal trains seem awfully close together. The design is probably not up to code, but I suppose we're alright. As long as liquid goo is not flammable. It absolutely, and we know that. There's a pipe right there. And then, you know, I guess we want to make sure that one... These rare albino goo balls evolved deep under the ground. They've been exposed to crushing pressure and extreme temperature for generations. That might explain why they appear unconcerned with fire and sculpting hot molten metals. So yeah, we're going to connect them to this so that it will ignite this. The triangles of doom. We're going to go in a way that makes sense because obviously we want it to burn, but also, you know, the lean. It might not quite connect. I'm sure that this will be fine. Should I absolutely make sure that it goes into the flame? Yes, I should. I should. Now, what I could do is try and make them fireproof. But what would be more ideal is maybe if I have the fireproof ones. And there's a few fireproof ones. That whole thing's going to come off. I guess I can't touch the fireproof ones. The whole thing's going to collapse, and, you know, ideally, I would keep all of the fireproof ones separate from the flammable ones, so that when I set fire to this whole thing, you know, the fireproof ones get to live, as do some of the flammable ones. Now, obviously, we need to make sure that it touches the thing, the oil, because we need it to burn. Okay, the triangles always. But welcome back to World of Goo 2, where we continue onwards and burn everything. Of course, that collapses. It's just a little extra strength to make sure that it definitely ignites. In doubt, we can save one. Now we'll come and watch the world burn. We might have saved a couple. There's a couple of extra ones that didn't burn. We might have got away with a couple more than that, but it is what it is. We're back with World of Goo 2 and continuing onwards. 18! Considering we couldn't use the albino ones to make shields. Other fewer moves. 41 seconds, you know. Getting all of them seems hard, right? Good night. Okay, tucking in the creepy doll and the baby as the world shakes. With the train, the Snowpiercer going past. The Goo Piercer. Goo night. You know, if I'd have ended the stream there after that one, that would have been hilarious. Another time. Good night. Don't think about anything. Garbage dump double pump. Hey. Hi. That's quite a name. This must be a special one. An optional one. Garbage dump double pump, eh? Got some sort of bomb that's going to blow the exit up. The locomotive is generating waste at incredible speed and it's getting faster and faster. This is one of the facilities responsible for handling that waste, but it appears to be out of service, blocked by that debris up there in front of the pipe. Or is this an optional? Okay, there's a lot of sleepy goo. Now, one thing we know is that was a terrible. Okay, there's drippy goo. Oh, come on. That really uses extra. So we want the drippy goo to come line the cannon. Really? It was connected. Okay, connected and awake. Good. Okay, bomb connected. Now we just need to go down in a way that allows the liquid goos to connect, whilst also, you know, I guess getting the matchsticks on the way. Now, unfortunately, the matchsticks are a little, you know, troublesome. Floppy. At least I haven't seen them snap as yet. As yet. If I connect you, will you stick to the wall? You will not. Perfect. That's just liquid. That's not fire. Liquid. Okay, so we want to not drop him straight into the fire. Reach across so that we can wake the liquid goos up so that we can get stuff transporting. Which means that that wasn't a terrible waste, even though it doesn't connect to the wall. It does allow us to make progress and wake them up. Okay, now that we got a couple of little guys, and then we're just going to push them all over like this. Because then more little guys will surely wake up. That was a questionable noise that thing made. Okay. Whatever. In doubt we can force moreover. We're getting them awake. Right, get some more of these guys out of here. There might be a few too many to force the sleeping ones over. But we're going to try and force all these sleeping ones over little by little. But hopefully everyone had a good week and not too busy at work. Okay, send a couple more of these ones over. Like, we will get the sleeping ones. Cheesily by cheesily. There we go. Wake up another goo ball by bumping it into another one. Now, why didn't that work earlier? You know? No way. Ain't no way. I heard one die. Get a bunch of these out of there. I think somehow slamming it into another one is also a way to kill them now. Because it definitely made a death noise. That's how it dies. I bumped it into the ceiling. Is it worth it? Probably. As long as I'm careful. Which I need to be a little more careful with it. At least I understood how it died now. At least I understood how it died. Okay, we can save them. Right, carefully. Why are they... That also sounded like it killed it. You know, did I combine them and it die? I'm not sure. Am I cheesing too hard to try and wake them all up? Yes? Come on. You can all wake up. You can do it. You don't need me to mess about like this. Oh, come on. That went straight through them. Oh. And why won't these last ones come over here? You watch, we're still going to need to extend anyway. Oh, come on. I'm thinking, what if I make a non-flammable one? Because that will come back to life. Once everything goes. Maybe the flammable one will also be separated off. No, that flammable one's going to die, but we'll get at least one Google back. Okay, so now we need to make a straw. Down. It's a shame I can't quite get the straw all the way there. Don't you just love it when it doesn't do what it just said it was going to do and make a triple? Because why would I have wanted a triple to make sure that the straw goes through or anything? Okay. Now we might have to use an extra straw, it seems. Would be unfortunate. Okay, I'm gonna sacrifice one of them just to extend the straw easier. Okay, straw is in, but unfortunately we need the straw to go all the way to the bottom. Hello? That needs to use up even more goo. God damn it. Am I gonna have to use another? Yes. They built a tower at least 16 units tall. I need to do... No, not straw. Okay, the straw is sucking. Not a straw one. We need to now burn the tower. Successfully, as you can see. Now... Well, we blew it up. The only problem is that we caused a lot of problems there. Several problems. The straw isn't going past this thing, which is annoying. Because there's no way of doing anything about that. This is fine. It was not fine. It was in fact very not fine. Why did it suddenly start setting on fire? Okay. Everything sit in the water and I'm sure they won't drown whilst I wait. This way we save some goo. And they won't fall off randomly when we... Could you stop jumping back onto the tower? If only I could build that extra straw that I need right there, you know? Well, now, why can't the straw just go through that? And, you know, because you say, this is touching the wall, you can't do that. Stop, jump in, back onto the tower. You know, I think we restart this one. I don't think that quite went to plan. So we need to build down there. While maintaining room for a straw. Which means that we might need a rests against the wall over here. It'll make sense. It'll make sense. Surely it'll make sense. Okay. It glued. To a corner. Somehow it glued. Okay, we've got things ready to go. Now, we also do need to build ready for the fire. Now that's just stupid. You can't just connect the two that I need you to connect, huh? That would be too convenient, wouldn't it? To use the one singular goo to connect all of them, right? Guess we use an extra goo there as well. Okay, this is fine. He says. Opium. Okay, glued. World of Glue. Just gonna make them all the easy way. Wake them all the easy way. Wake them up inside. Sure it won't suddenly collapse or destroy the tower. Okay, this time we will make her definitely connected to everything straw. Definitively, definitely connected straw. It will absolutely work. Never just lets me have what I want, does it? This is fine. We'll just build over. Slowly but surely, and waste more goo. Now, ironically, I would still like them to all not burn, which would be nice. But I do need the fire to go before the goo. Okay, there goes all the goo. Yeah, I wasted a lot of goo. Absolutely wasted a lot of goo there. And I don't think we're getting it back. You know? I don't think we're getting that goo back. Too late. It's gone. Goo and Now I'm just thinking, intentional joke on the meme gooning? Is that why? That's fine. Is that why there's so much questionable shapes? This is not so fine. Because that's gonna try to collapse into that. Like that. The instant I put any weight on it. Yeah, I thought I might get away with the light one there, but not. Matchstick? Give me the matchstick. Right, matchstick push up. Give strength. There we go, that's holding. Okay, perfect. Now we did lose far more of the liquid goo than we should have. There's still liquid in there. There's at least 2 goo balls worth. There's fire over here from the liquid that we accidentally burnt and wasted. There's so much in there as well. We could have got so many more balls. So many more. But we did it. 51. Yeah, absolutely. Could have got more. Apparently that one takes a while though. No 40-second challenges on that one. Merging mutable crucible. Interesting words. Mutable? That was a penis again. This game loves its hidden penises, it seems. Definitely not. Definitely not, is it? On cheese. There's something up there. This is gonna come and burn all of the goo if I'm not quick. There's been a rupture! The molten steel is coming. And oh, there's a bomb right here. There might be a way to slow down the flow, but there's no way to stop it. That's why we practice our emergency preparedness plans. We've been practicing, haven't you? Oh. Okay. Block it in. So we need to build up and away from the bomb as quick as we can. Is this spiky? I do love when it tells you it's going to build some shape and then it never does. Because that support structure would have been amazing, but we don't need it. Wait, there's stuff in the clouds that might be useful, but we need to get up to that before the bombs come. I feel we can always build over to that afterwards. Okay, we've connected to the sky. Here it comes! Hold on to something. I have been practicing, it seems, but I haven't. There's the exit. Here it comes! That's what she said. Slowly. Okay, get out of there, goose! Why are you all so dumb? I wanted to catch that one. I mean, we're halfway to the exit. There's some stuff in the sky that tempts me. It tempts me so much. Every time. Would you like to connect these goos together and make a nice strong connection? Nah, you'd like to waste an extra one, wouldn't you? They are all dying. Get back here, time thing. Don't run away. It does tempt me. But what even is there in there? Yeah, I didn't want to connect that, but fine. It saved a goo. A goo? Is there anything worth it in the clouds? Probably not, right? What could possibly be sleeping in the clouds when we could just exit with a lot of goo? Probably like 80 goos or something, right? 27. 29! We were 2 balls short. I saw one fall, I wasted one. We could have actually had the OCD balls. $25 or fewer moves, totally doable as well. I feel like I wasted one of the extra lava blocking things as well. Feel like that's easily doable. But what floats in the sky? Is it extra balls? Is it nothing? Considering we were 2 balls short, how many balls does it take to go over there to get 2 extra balls? Too many. It's obviously a trap. Okay. A big guy, the lava's gonna fill up. Great. Okay. From way up here, it looks like the world's speeding by faster and faster. And getting colder, hasn't it? I think I'll find a way inside. Get toasty warm. Maybe make a cozy cup of cocoa. Snuggle up next to a bubbling river of molten steel. I think we want to maybe not melt. So we're going inside. So, the aim is obviously get the big goo into the building without setting him on fire. Which I was too slow. This is fine. And not on fire. This world is on fire. Saved. Okay. I don't know. Maybe I do want to burn this. Okay. No, I want to build a bridge here so that he can roll across nicely without burning this one. Why did that feel like it was? This is the most precarious bridge. It's absolutely going to set fire the instant he sets foot on it. So we want to get him inside and toasty and warm. I feel like he can jump that. But maybe he's going to just turn into liquids and be on fire already. Okay. I mean, if he can't roll this, that's fine. Maybe we want to connect to that and set that on fire as well. Okay. We want him to be burned, I do feel. But in a different way. Or we're just going to crush him into liquids in advance. Okay. That's ready to go. We just need to keep one for that. Do I want this on fire? I mean, if he's going to be rolling down here on fire... let's just send him. Save yourselves! Every goo for themselves! He on fire, he rolling. He gonna make it, he made it. Okay. That's what we wanted. And he goes in on fire. Everything burning. He'll be nice and cold down there and probably get put out, right? Liquid of niceness. Let's go. Okay, we got into the cooling liquids. Cthulhu. It's so cold. But what is this place? Colder than even the frigid air outside. This must be one of the cooling conductors. They keep the engine cool. Differ. And running at optimum efficiency. It looks like there's some more maintenance equipment hanging up there. You might want to use it to get out of here before somebody finds you frozen in time. Like a family photo. So we need Cthulhu. He actually frozen solids. Now, you know about that. Aha! I was going to say, how do I do that? Okay. Cthulhu, this way. Okay, we'll push him slowly but surely. Come on, Cthulhu, you can push better than that. More power! More power. Okay, we're pushing him, the wheel turns. Did wonder how we would get it to do anything. Okay, that's gonna bring the guy to life. No, we got a extra green guy. Everything all good. He's not entirely dead. Right. This green guy is disposable though. Are these suctions? These are straws. What if I connect them to this? Do we get different goo balls? There's goo balls down there in that water. You know it. Okay. This guy's creating green. Is it because he was partially burnt? Come on, you can get lower than that. Straws. 10 meters to go. Okay. Let's reach with the greens for now. No more straws. Damn it. Okay. Yes! Okay. There's still a way. Look. He's sucking up. Will that make more straws? Or will it make the special goo? The fireproof goo? Come on. Cthulhu. Right. Downwards. What? You can make an extra goo ball. I believe in you. Right. Vomit on the straw again. At least one. We need at least one extra goo ball from draining the ocean. I believe. We need to see it produce. And then we need to go down here. Though that seems like it just goes back where it was before. I guess what they expect you to do is to do it that way and then have them come out. Is he not going to produce anything else? I feel like he should be able to. Right, then the exit's over. Where is the exit? In the middle. Okay. Like, look, he's still producing liquids. I guess this guy doesn't drink this color liquids. Fine. Okay, guys. Stop that. Right, Cthulhu. I need all of the green ones on here. Stop going back, Cthulhu. Stop. Just shoot upwards. Because we will build upwards. Look how many green things we got. We got 80 million of them. And then we just need to get them into the middle of the boats. Come on. I could have actually detached that one as well. You know what? I was just going to throw them at it, but could you not be any easier? 4 meters to go. Cthulhu, you need to stop still. If I put you in there, do you stop? Right, just stand still. The problem is I don't want to build high because he will start going upwards and, you know, be questionable and destroy himself. But we need every single goo. Every single goo. I mean, honestly, let's just build to the exit. There was a straw in there. The phantom straw. Okay. Okay. Now we just do the crazy thing, which is to do it like this. And then we need to slowly but surely take them all up. Did the straw go in the exit as well? You know, don't want to risk it from... from throwing it because there's the death ones up the sides, but... Any more? There's still 2 more. And there's another straw one. I feel like it might have been producing straw ones. I feel like it should have produced the other type, which is the fireproof ones. There's another green one still up there as well. Not that we need this many goos. 61. 61 goos. All the goos. Cthulhu. It definitely isn't going to produce any more, is it? Definitely no more. And I can't break any of them off. Probably could have got some more matchsticks in there. Hi, Cthulhu. 63. Sacrificed. You watched 64 would have been perfect, but I don't know how to get that last one in. 65! If I hadn't have built so many trying to get the extra straws to the water, which did not give any extra balls, we would have had more than that. We had way more, but the water balls didn't do anything. We couldn't make it into more balls. As hard as we tried. Iron robots. Hot Slinky returns. Slinking ain't easy. Especially not when everything's on fire. Oh no. We need to slinky over burning. Great. This is what happens when you tamper with the coolant. Well, here's your problem right here. Coolant injector's all clogged up. Okay, so we're gonna set fire to it. Got it. But first we need to get the slinky over there to wake the others up and not land in the fire. You know what? Whatever. I was gonna say tactical, but every time I tried to grab one off of the thing, it becomes something else and rips off the wall rather than pick up the ball off of it. I mean, it was tactical enough. That's got no strength. This is fine. as it wobbles intensively. Absolutely fine. Insert that this is fine dog by the fire, except the dog is made of goo. Yeah, no. Could you stop running away, Timefly? Ah ha ha! Would you like to click the Timefly you're hovering over? No, you would not. You would like the Timefly to bugger off. Would you like to pick up the goo that's moving on the line? No, you would like to rip your line apart and have everything fall into the fire. Wouldn't you? I wouldn't, but... apparently that's what I want. It isn't, but apparently it is. Okay. Lived. That one's gonna be questionable. Okay. It lives. Okay, this is actually now fine. At least to get to the next platform. Because down is easier than up. Would you have guessed? Okay. This guy is in an interesting position. Because it's easier to make them fall downwards than it is to take them upwards. And there's plenty of strength in this slinky. Okay, plenty. Nice, strong slinky. Now... didn't even need to say it. It just did the thing. Come on. No. Why did you have to be in that phase? Now, I don't know if we lost any in the fire already because the game resetting and the time bug not doing quite what I wanted. Okay, now... okay, good. He just sits there. You know, we were just demonstrating exactly what happens if you pull apart the wrong one on this questionable slinky with more questionable physics. I grabbed the ball and it didn't do anything. Okay, we have the same issue of it being threatening to suddenly collapse on itself. So if I take this one and this one, it's a lot less likely to have a problem. Because it does seem like they're not gluing. Okay, that now glues. Don't know why sometimes it don't want to glue, you know? World of Gluey Goo. Okay. That's fine. I had to do that because I was worried that one was going to fall into the goo when I collected the others. Okay. I mean, honestly, you stand there for more integrity. Right, so, water puts out fire. But we want fire without it connecting to the green. Without it connecting to the green. You know what? Like that. Like that. Perfect. Okay, now we can make a matchstick. So we want the matches to go over there. We can't use the ones that don't burn. The greens should be safe. So the fire will come up here, release the water, and the water will put out the rest. I need most of them to be up there. And in fact, like, I need the extra green one to be somewhere nice and safe as well. And then we reach down. Fact! Now we disconnect from the burning stuff. Because we've got to start on the burning stuff. And now we just need to do one more burning one over, and it'll burn without burning any of the other ones. In fact, it already set fire. Perfect. Which frees the water to go put the other stuff out without losing all the balls. Which gives us access to... We lost a ball over there, apparently. Well, we're not getting him back. Where's the exit? That's the exit. Okay. So, now we want to become wheel. A wheel must turn. That's fine. We'll connect any that get lost at the end along the way. The wheel must go in the water. That's not quite the way I want the wheel to go. Into the water wheel. Come on. Could you let me collect the one that I want to collect? When you want to collect one off of it, it doesn't let you. When you don't want to, it does it all the time. Okay. Into the water. Let's go. The questionable wheel. We'll make it. It'll grab for everything for its life. But it made it. And now maybe it'll spin the washing machine itself into the exit without me needing to do anything and won't rip itself apart. Okay. I mean, I can always pull the green ones apart at the end myself. Like that. And now we just place them all carefully into the exit. Grab the ball. Thank you. Not necessary, but OCD. Perfect. We got them all the balls. So many moves, but worth it, right? 100 off your moves? I could have done it in less moves. 303. You know, if I hadn't have faffed about so much, we could have done it. Less moves. The ground shakes. Well, optional. Keys. Undo. This is an extremely difficult area, but it's also optional. Okay. So that's spitting out more goos. We need to make fondue. And then there's an exit and those over there. I mean, fondue can only grow off of fondue, right? Ground shakes. Perfect. It's not like that told me it was going to connect or anything. Right, so what I need to do is maximize the length of the platform. Right, so we need to reach across to that, land on that, and then reach out for the last bit. I feel. Extremely difficult, but you kind of got to go for it, right? Okay. It may shake, but as long as we land on the ends. Which makes me feel like I need reinforcement. Just to reach across as far as we can. Do I need to grab backwards? I'm surely not, right? Surely not. That really isn't what I planned to do. Okay. I reckon we can make it to the keys, at the very least. We can make it to the keys. Yep. Oh, come on, stupid camera. You would like to grab the ball. No, you would like to move the camera. Ha ha ha. Everything died because you're trying to be quick. Because if you can place it quick enough, if only the things landed where you were trying to land them. Okay. Feel like if we reinforce a little more, it seems like such a waste of balls. Because it could, if it would let me do what I wanted to do quick enough, that would work. We would be there. But with a little reinforcement, you can make the tip strong. If that had just come back one more time, we would have been there. What if I go up? Okay, upwards, we'll do from there. Damn it. That was there! Okay, we did it! The tip of the cheese! Fondue. That time bug ran in. It was like, you don't want to do that. You want to recess. You don't want to land on the platform. You want to click me. No, I don't. Really don't. I'm okay with what I just did. I don't want the time bug running in and saying, click me. Click me. Okay. Then the challenge becomes just getting up this last bit and over. And we've got a long tail. Okay, that's to be strong on the tip as close as we can get. So, you know, going backwards. That looks like it's ready to go in. Going backwards, we can get some strength. Issue is, do we have the balls and the strength to do this? Yeah, no, I want the strength. I was like, should I just leave it like that? No. That one, I guess we're going to leave like that. I didn't want to, but we're gonna. That's strengthening triangles. Triangles. Okay, we can do this. There's a good chance that this is going to collapse on itself under the weight. But Gotta believe. Gotta believe. Come on. Reinforce 8. 2, 4, 6. I mean, all we need to do is get over without dipping it in. I feel like at this point we just need to embrace it. Okay, if I can be quick. I don't know if we can save this one, you know. Okay, reinforce. It doesn't look salvageable, but maybe it is. I mean, it's just getting closer and closer to dipping in the goo. And there it goes. Give me that back. I see your weakness. It's this right here. Which I think we've wasted extra goos on, to be honest. Right. Builds higher. And over. This is accounting for collapse. Reinforce. Reinforce. Okay. Now we got strong. Come on. Come on. You can... Why will this not make a connection? Hello? Where's the lines? That was touching. It was literally touching the sides. There's no way that that just slipped in and didn't touch. Okay, we will go for a questionable. Okay, then we're gonna need to do a rush over. Okay, rushed. So now we just need to build to here. And then keep 2 extra of these. Which might be easier said than done, unfortunately. I mean, at the very least, we managed to get to them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got over. But we needed 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 more goo, and then the 8. But we got over. Like, that one's not that good. It sort of keeps it intact. There's a couple of extra ones for definite. Like, I think that one was entirely pointless, actually, which would make that one irrelevant. And then, yeah, I think we could have got, like, at least 3 more out of that bit. And then, like, there's a couple of extra ones here for certain. That's using to make sure that it got that safely, but, you know, It's an optional one. Let's come back to that one. Let's come back to that one. Okay. World of Goo organization has been collecting goo so fast. They've reached the maximum physical limits on extraction. No amount of technology, either now or in the future, will allow them to extract goo any faster. But what if they could speed up the flow of time itself? There would be no limits to the rate of goo they could collect. Is that why the amount of goo is irrelevant? We're almost at the front of the train. Just keep going that way. Well, this is a flying one because he's got balloons. So we're going to bomb this. This is going to open something up. So I feel like before we want to fly away, flying away things are useful though, because they will help keep the tower steady as well. So we want to get to the matchsticks, set them free. And then, I don't know, we're probably going to end up burning all the goo anyway. Come on, connect. Connect. It's fine. You know what? He lives over there with the matchsticks now. That's his life. It's fine. That's what I wanted to happen. Okay. Go above and over. Hello? Why won't any of them connect to that? That's annoying. Okay, now they will wake up. Right. Few of you guys can live over here where you're not going to get burned. Could you let me grab the... There you go. Right, the rest of you need to go on a path towards burning. Because we need to know what's in that bomb. Okay. Burn with me. Power. Yeah, no, I see problems. I definitely see problems. Fine. You know, burn the excess. Cthulhu, what are you doing? You're vomiting down here? Oh no. We probably should be sending that over there, actually. Okay. This is fine. He says. Save the goos. Save them. Give me a balloon back here, just for nice and safety. Right, he probably can fly. Got keys. Right, we need to get them over there. Do I don't think I want to make the lava flow to them. I probably want to build over here. So that they can come over here without getting affected. Okay. Let's start. I mean, I think I want straws. Considering there's a thing over the other ends. think straws are the best way to go. I probably could have made the floor better. I mean, I pretty much guarantee I could have made the floor way better. But whatever. Right, so we need to build up to this one and then see what's going on over there. Thank you for the follow, 4650000F. Very much appreciated. Streamlabs, it seems, is broken again, and I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to just change all the alerts off of Streamlabs because they seem to not work on that anymore. They haven't worked on Streamlabs for a while. There's all these goos over here. Oh no. I want them to come over here. Now, I can also use the balloons. If I use the balloons on the tower on the other side, it actually increases the odds of everything getting over there nice and safely. This is fine. We haven't got an excess build-up that's causing anything to collapse or anything. You know, just carelessly throwing them and definitely not any of them ended up in the lava whatsoever. So I don't think this guy is taking off now that I look at it. Okay, that's all of the goos. Right, so we're going to bring these over here where they can help keep it afloat out of the fire as we build up. And then we touch down over here and everything will be nice and not burnt. Everything will be perfectly uncrispy. As we build upwards. And then when we've got touchdown. Einberg, where are you hiding? Okay. Give me the balloon. Like, why is it so hard to select what you want to select in the sequel? Balloon. Balloon. I want the balloon. Not allowed the balloon. Okay, balloon. Does that make life better? Okay. Then all I need to do is that one. And then if I let go at the right point, I mean, I might as well absolutely make sure if it will let me select a straw one, that it contacts the wall. And it has contacted the wall. And I didn't want the balloon to hold it up or anything. Okay, so we've woke them up, which is the plan. Now we build over with the straws. But first we look to see where everything's going to spit. Okay, so we want it all to land onto that. The pipe feeds straight into the central engine. An extra fun stream of goo to fuel the locomotive. There would be no limit to the speed this train could go. And that can't be good. It's not going to go back to the future or anything. Probably going to go 100,000 years into the future, isn't it? It's probably going to go 100,000 years. Or maybe even off to the other side of the universe where Little Inferno guy is, right? Okay. Straw. Onto that. Okay. Perfect. No secrets on top of the train. No secrets. Okay. This looks hard because if the balloon goes too high, it's going to pop. I'm sure that the falling lava's not going to pop it or anything either. I don't know how to progress. Okay, slowly but surely, we're getting some extra goo. I feel like we've wasted a lot. You know what? I feel like I should have done this sooner. Because who knows if the straws even get allowed into the exit. They might not even be allowed to leave. It might be a filtered exit. Okay. Now we've got a ramp that feeds the goo this way. So if any goes, it falls down the hole. And now we've got an infinite amount of... goo going forwards. And that'll build up into a reservoir here nicely. And we've got extra things if we need it. Now, ironically, this guy is refusing to produce anymore. Despite having a backlog of liquids. So, perhaps that was a waste of goo. But who knows? Hey. Maybe it was the precise not waste of goo. Is he making more? Nobody knows. Should I bring everything slowly but surely over? No one says that's a good idea. And, you know, use all of the different goos to our advantage. I want the clear one, but it's hiding. Because the clear one can attach to 3. Now, I realise that we've got balloons to prevent everything falling into the flames, rather than reinforcing it in the way that I'm trying to do. Why does he not connect backwards? That's terrible. Okay, we've also got these balloons, so we've got more balloons still than it thinks we got. Sure that one just didn't fall into the abyss. I'm sure it didn't, as I threw it into the abyss and bounced it off the wall rather than onto the thing. That one definitely went into the abyss. You know, there needs to be an easier way to locomote the others. It's a shame that the spitter thing can't just spit them out over, right? That would be too kind. Unnecessary to take all the extra balls, but also I want them. Probably just quicker at this point to pull them over, even though there's a risk of them attaching to other things. That lava looks like it's threatening to burn the entire thing down at any moment. Come on. The last few balls, you can get over that. Now, I'm sure there's no risk of impending lava anywhere. Okay, it dried up. The well dried up. We just made a different well. Which doesn't get spat out by this thing, which you would think would continue producing for us. You would think. Okay. Let's use the most flammable ones. That seems not a terrible idea at all, right? Okay. It is a little too high at the moment, but we're planning for it to be overburdened. Okay. I would have put it on the end, but I knew that that would have been too high. Reduce one, move it forward a bit. We don't need that one whatsoever. If it'll let me place it. Okay. One more and then we'll move one forward a bit. It's almost like I've done the bridge building one in a different level. In a different game. And then this... we'll make it. Okay. Oh, he's spitting again. He's spitting again. I guess there's the maximum number of goos on the screen at any time. But it robbed us. We don't get to have extra goos, despite all of that. It scammed us. There goes again.
It's getting faster and faster.
The pink train.
What is it doing?
It's traveling through time.
It's moving so fast. Time almost stands still for people on the train. From there,
Yeah, I don't think that's how it works.
Speeding up for us down here.
Yeah, that's not how time works. They all just died instantly. They stood there their whole lives. Even though time traveled normally for them, they just stood there in awe and dies. Yep, that's definitely what happens. 200,000 years later. Okay, even much further. Because it's probably, you needed the extra 100,000 added on for the other guy from the other dimension, from the other side of the planet to come across, but that's really not how that works. So it'd only take 100,000 years to get across.
You have arrived at your destination.
End of chapter 3. End of chapter infinity. Okay. Chapter 4. So it was chapter 3. Because, you know, this isn't called chapter 869 or something. The distant future. Computers took over. Of course they did. Ye old Reconator. Okay. And what happened in the meantime with the guy from World of Goo 9? Tea time. Okay. These must be the goofballs that it spoiled on literally level 1 when I got an achievement. Welcome to World of Goo 9. Paper Goof. Released in the year 2136. Paper Goof was an anachronism. Paper. That is sheets of fibrous, dry pressed wood pulp. Had not existed for generations. So what is the sign painter painting on? Cardboard? Because that still exists, but paper, no. Like the floppy disk, the phonograph, and human legs. It had become obsolete. Young players looked up from their nutrient tanks, utterly baffled. The curator! Not the sign painter. That's just a golf ball. And then there's the exit, so we're literally just playing golf now. I'll not get a hole in one. I mean, I've played golf balls before. He's a little too sticky to go down the hill, unfortunately. No OCD, because I'm sure there are no other balls on that level. 2 balls? Yeah, I feel like we could have got that if only the ball wasn't sticky. I wasn't accounting for it being that sticky. Paper Golf! Not Paper Mario. World of Goo 9 Paper Golf was released shortly after World of Goo 8 Dimensional Accelerator. The game set an increasing number of dimensions. It was physically accurate. But it turns out nobody actually enjoys anything more than 3 dimensions, but 4 dimensions is time travel. It's not really, but you know, people think of it is. But I think that the perfect number of dimensions will always be 2, the curator. Okay, so there are extra balls. There must have been a hidden ball somewhere off the map or something. Okay. That's fine. One. Okay, but I need to wake up the balls inside. Got them that time. Now this one's a little awkward because he didn't stick to the thing. He actually a little less sticky than some of the others. Okay, OCD got all the balls. Less triangles now. 5 moves. I feel like we had that as well. 9 seconds. Jesus Christ. Gotta go fast, huh? Hyper Ghoul's disaster team. Colourful balls, Cthulhu. The last piece of paper that ever existed was an 8.5 by 11 notice sent by a bank. Its purpose was to notify a customer that they were going to stop sending physical paper mailings. Then stop mailing me, the customer mumbles. She rolls her eyes and threw it into the trash. Curator. Yeah. And you can literally just send that by email. You don't need to send a letter to say, we're not going to send you any more paper bank statements. But then also, we're going to send you paper statements to say, actually, we've changed all of your account banks and all of your account names and all of the types. And now the ones that didn't have statements before are now actually getting statements. They'll only get 1 paper statement per year, but these accounts that have never had statements before suddenly have statements now. This is a statement. Ooh. I see. I see. That's how you get less moves. The balls together strong. When they're not too strong together. Okay, this is a problem. Because we don't want them to land into that. Okay, that's fine. That's perfect. Separated the balls a bit. Was that worth it? Where are you, time bug? There you are. The time bug was on vacation. I feel like I did exactly the same thing. I don't think they can make that. They are awake. This is fine. This was in fact not fine. Okay, get them all onto here. That's perfect. 1 for 3. And he's actually going to live as well. That one was a sarcastic round of applause, in case you didn't know. 1 for 3's working. Anakim, hello, hello. This is the statements that we sent a statement that we're not sending statements. I know exactly. How are you? How's your day going? Hopefully it's going good. You know, you got to be sure that you understand the statements of not getting statements, right? Right. Let's send all the balls flying. There's lava over there. That's a problem. That's why I left him till last. Okay, I thought that was going to go over then for a moment. 4. I'll take 4. This game has such a nice mechanic. It does. And, you know, technically this is a different mechanic to the rest of the game was. Oh, I think a lot of them are probably going to end up in the lava here. Because the rest of the game was building. Also wobbly, and I like it. Yes, very, 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 very wobbly. Okay. I feel like too many have a problem getting into the exit. Right. Well, that one's going to bounce off the wall, so I'm just going to let it happen. Too many together to have an issue getting into the exit. Right, let's just send them bouncing over. It's fine that none of them went into the exit at all. I didn't want them to get into the exit anyway. Oop. Very wobbly. I'm sure we didn't lose too many balls. Okay, to the exit! Perfect. I think I actually did lose some, but somehow we got the required to get all of the balls. It's a fun game, it's interesting, and I like the little twists. And it's got a weird and interesting story. So, you know, 8 moves, 29 seconds. Crazy. Tasty nut. World of Goo organization for up. Oh! It's the squirrel from that film. Ice Age. Because the Ice Age melted, right? He got his nut. The World of Goo Corporation was gone forever. Scratch! That's the one. I couldn't think of his name. Hello, Born Robin. Hello, hello. How are you? How's your day going? Potential spoilers for World of Goo 9 here. I know you haven't completed World of Goo 1 yet, but we're getting up there in them, apparently. And very, very colourful balls. But hello, hello. Hopefully you're having a nice day and you had a good week. You might have to leave some behind, but that's okay. We're all in this together. The sign painter. I mean, the curator. The sign painter did not always appear in all of the sequels. The character would occasionally return to see how the world had changed, or to observe what was left. The curator. See, he corrected himself. He was no longer the sign painter. I see. There's a time limit on this one. We've got 1 minute to get all of them into the exit. We might not get them all there, but we got to get them there quick. 9 already, I know. Time flies, huh? 200,000 years went by in seconds. Many people were lost along the way. But it's fine. It's absolutely fine. Well, apparently if you send the balls into the other balls, they cause problems. 0 collected, so as you can see I'm being very successful in landing them into the thing. Because that's not the exit. That would be why they're not going in. Just about to have my dinner, so passing by. No worries, I appreciate you coming passing by. Hopefully you have a nice dinner and hopefully you have a nice weekend if I don't see you before then. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so the one that fell into the stuff that was passing by, interestingly kept its thing whilst it was doing that, right? So we want to rescue as many as we can, which would be like 3 by the looks of it, before whatever escapes the tube. That was fantastic. Golfing over it. What if I just go up here? Okay, can't cheese up that. Had to look though. Okay, let's get as many as we can over. We're gonna lose some along the way. Less made it than I would have expected. I don't think that was the angle, huh? Okay, literally golfing over it right now. Okay, we got some to the exit. Not all of them are gonna make it, but as long as some do. Okay, get as many over now as we can. Get them in that 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now lava's coming. Now we just need to not lose them into the lava. Which is easier said than done. I saved the one, but at what cost? At what cost? We don't have enough balls. It isn't given a master reset, but there are not enough balls. Not challenges, resets. Okay, right, so we need to get 20 there. Good to know. And all I really need to do is have them not in this burning lava bit. So as long as I can get them not burning. Right. Get as many as I can onto that bit, and then that's fine. Now, why did they not jump very high at all? Or... they're good. They were not good. They came right the way back. Okay. These ones are surely going to go straight back down the hole. You know, I don't think I'm as good at the golfy bit as it seems, right? Okay, I mean, if I could get them all to land on there, that would be perfect. Okay. You know what? 2, 3, 2. 2 is some. 2 is the opposite of none. It's not the opposite, but it's some. Sitting is the opposite of standing. 2 is just a number of 2. It's not a very good number, but it's some. Okay. Get as many out of the lava as possible. That's not out of the lava, that's into the lava. Okay. Up there. That's less than last time. It's not an easy game. Don't let anyone tell you it's an easy game. I'm gonna send them all onto here. Each and every single one of them. Okay, so now that we've got as many on here as we possibly can, what if I send them all as high as we can get them? They will all fall off the map. Perfect. Okay. So there's no cheesing them like that, then. That's a nice jump. There we go. Now we go like this. Yes. Perfect. And then we shoot over and land none of them in. Perfection. Okay. Into the exit. Okay. Get. Jump them over. Slowly but surely. Yes. No. Lower is better. Sensible balls. If you play sensible golf, you send a couple of them into the goo. But then you rescue most of them, but not that one, because that one we didn't want whatsoever. Sacrifice the 1 for the 3. You know, whatever. We don't need that one. Now, I tried to do that in a way that would wake these ones up. Because if those ones would have woken up, that would have been perfect. Okay, but we have the technique now. When they don't all pile together and then refuse to jump, we have the technique. See, now that jumps them higher when it was literally what I was trying to do the first time. Too little. Too much. Okay. It's weird that the number of balls... Could that not wake a single one of them up? Okay. Woken up balls. Perfect. That's all we needed. Okay, now we just need to escape the lava. Which, as long as we get most of them, they're gonna be fine. They're gonna be fine. These ones are not gonna be fine. Okay, perfect. Right, you can all go to the exit. These ones, we just need to carefully not land them in the lava. A couple of them are able to be sacrificed. Fine. Okay, then we'll just land them over with the next lot. You know what? I kind of felt that that was what was going to happen. I kind of felt that that was what was going to happen. 12. Come on, we just need to get these last ones over. Not overshoot it. Like the fine line between overshooting it and failure. Okay, 2 to go. Into the fire. Whatever, we did it. 21 balls. No, we guess 30. 26! Oh my god, we actually had plenty. 14 or fewer. We would have got way more than that as well if I hadn't have messed it up so many times at the end there. Here come the windmills, of course. Windmills, it's golf. But that's windmills. Some players may recall windmills in the original World of Goo game. Well, here they are again, like a photocopy of a photocopy of a photocopy. In the earlier games, they mined the environment, but now they're missing their own past. They're mining their own past. They're mining their own business. Are they death, though? Wait, do I want to hit that? Okay, we got a ball on it. Okay. So, it has collision. Damn it. I don't know if we need to get them onto it, but I can get them onto it. Why wouldn't you? In fact, it's probably a good idea to get them onto it because I feel like I want to fling off of it. But not like that. in a way that turns the windmill harder. Or we use it to get to the exit. That also works. Okay. Perfection. Okay. Shooting upwards is the way to go. Okay. Now we just need to get the others towards the exit as well. Okay, 2. At least it'll pick them up from there. If we miss. Okay, and up we go. Okay, so to the top and then to shoot. Slowly but surely. I probably could throw another in there as well. I didn't mean in the same hole. Now, interestingly, these ones don't travel together, huh? Is it only colourful golf balls that travel together? Or is it because they're in the windmill? I'm fine with 4. How did that be the one that missed entirely? 6 or more, I could have easily done that. 42 seconds. You know, if we hadn't shot it off the cliff somehow, the perfect angle, when every other one went to it. Okay, but that's World of Goo 9. World of Goo 11! Gravity bridge, this way up. We're getting through them pretty quickly. We blasted through 10. You blinked and you missed it. Welcome to World of Goo 11, released in the year 2216. You could fall up or down, or left or right. It was up to you. Whatever way it was up, because you fell upwards. Some players thought that perhaps this gameplay mechanic was a nod to the fact that the original developers built a structurally insufficient bridge. It's okay, I made World of Goo, they said, before plummeting into an infinite ravine. They were never seen again. The curator. We're just the Steam curator. Okay, so now we've got 3D vaporwave mountains, a data pipe, and aha. Yes, that way. No, not up. You know, good enough. Good enough. In fact, I can actually abuse this mechanic entirely. I don't want to connect to them entirely. I want to... No. I lost my gravity thing. I want to waggle close to them. Okay, the vaporwave thing also connects. Right, this way. If I connected to something, I have. We've actually snapped in half. Right, undo that. Now, how did him not wake them up? This is fine. We discovered Science. Beep boop. We discovered something there. That we can break the game. Yeah, we can break the game. We can break the goo, we can break the game. Right, give me that way for now. That's all I want for now. Without connecting. Now that's unfortunately a shorter one than I would like. We want them to be long. Okay. So I don't want to entirely connect. I want to get close, wake them up. Without connecting. Okay, wake them up without connecting. Then we're going to change the gravity to go up to the pipe. And while I could have made a 2-ball, broke it and flung it over, that wasn't what we were going for. Okay. Now this will just connect to the exit. Come on. There we go. OCD, but is it as much as we could get? Because I feel like I could... break it again. By spinning gravity before we break the whole game. Come on. Okay, we broke a connection. It wasn't a good one to break, but we broke it. Okay, if you can stab that in the right way, you could absolutely make that fly to the exit, you know? In fact, we got an extra ball. Look, I made an extra ball. If only I could have got him to go into the exit as well. There's ways. You could get more balls out of that. Now, we could have done less moves as well. 11 or few moves. If only I hadn't been faffing about after we'd already completed the level, we would have had that one as well. And 39 seconds, you know what? I think we might have had that challenge as well. But I wanted to mess about. Jelly side up. Okay, so that not turning on its own. Released in the year 2216, World of Goo 11 came out during one of those brief moments in time when everyone thought virtual reality would be a really cool idea. Virtual reality was never a good idea. Virtual reality was not a good idea in the 80s. Virtual reality was not a good idea in the 2020s. But every few decades, everyone forgets how terrible virtual reality is. Someone always comes along and says, hey, you know what would be a really good idea? Strapping a hard, heavy computer to your face. And a stunning achievement to true immersion. World of Goo 11 was notable for its uncanny ability to make players motion sick, without strapping anything at all to their face. The curator. Okay, we've got a Spitty. We need to get all of the goos over there, but they're all asleep at the moment. Okay, so I need to move him because gravity. Okay, up we go. Gravity, gravity. Right, come on. Beep boop, beep boop. In fact, I think I had way less than 11 moves because of all the spinning as well. Okay, we got him going. This one cannot go until we've woken him up. Now, unfortunately, we just skipped straight past him, but it's fine. This one, getting woken up. We want this guy as well. Gotta get all the goo. Get he awake. You sit in there for now, Froggo. Bring the 2 goo. I want one of them in the hole. Do it. No. You were there. No, come on. You can get in the hole. That's it. Up and in the hole. There we go. In. Perfect. Da-da-dum. Now we need to go down. Left. Then if it pulls the one that I want to pull off. That's what she said. I can't take him over there, so there's no point in even trying to take that one. Okay, so let's go get the guy that's down here. And then you. Slowly but surely. Right. And this one to disconnect as well. Now we just get them all to the mincer. Not in the thing as well. Out you come. And you. Okay. Up. He already liquidizing of his own accord, it seems a bit. Then we go to the right, and then we've got even more liquid. Oh, up. God damn it. You don't want to be minced, I? Almost like he didn't want to be minced. He still doesn't want to be liquidized as he's surviving inside of there. There we go. Right. And we go to the right. Make sure everything's liquid. And bring out as much slime as we can. And to the left. And I should slowly go in and wake this guy up. And he should just spit them all to the exit. Shit. Okay. Now, if I go upwards, I should make as many as possible with all of that goo. Every last little bit. There is a little bit in the corner up here. So we're going to try and bring all of that down. Oh, what are you doing? Down. Straight down. Over. And in. Right. I think that's all of it. As much as we're going to get. 54. We like one short. If only these guys could get in there, you know? I bet he could have become slime. Like, what if I took you over to the death? Would you have become slime? I mean, there's a little bit stuck in there, but I don't think that's coming out. 55. 77, 44, perfect numbers, eh? 61. Apparently there were 6 more balls we could have got. 5 moves. 1 minute and 2. That's crazy. Apparently the liquidizer can eat some of the goo. Stumbler. Okay, we've got the washing machine. A retelling of the classic 2008 Tumbler level, as told from the perspective of the spinning drum itself. High torque inductive loads have valid feelings and experiences that grow, and it's so important that we celebrate them. The curator. Okay. But I can't turn the washing machine. Okay. So we need to build towards the exit without getting stuck in the washing machine. Now, unfortunately, it seems that this one we can't stick to the walls, which makes the washing machine harder. Okay. I mean, if we cut off the goo. It did collapse my bit that touched it. And if we wait for the right opportunity, I can snap off some that will be already touching it. And then if I snap off the perfect two. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. That should have been in range then. You can get them all from the washing machine. Or we could just trap all the goo inside of the goo. You know? Or we can just make it all have a aneurysm instead. All I need is to have the perfect two in the right place at the right time, which this is not it. It's absolutely not it, right? I need a better structure because my structure has collapsed on itself. I feel like I'm mincing them, actually. Rather than making anything that's working properly. You know, I think we should start the level over. We've made a mess. Okay. Now, what I should do is build smartly. Spinning out of control is the opposite of standing. But it at least is a strong structure, and it embraces the washing machine. So we want a circle, maybe filled with goo. There it goes, getting drained away. The spin cycle. Now, when you try to grab one that's not a wall and you grab a wall, you have problems. In fact, I can fix that. It's not a great fix, but it's a fix. Okay, we've captured a lot of goo in our gel ball. I didn't want to take that one either, so... You know, trying to grab a moving one and it doesn't give you that. Right. Perfect. We have a very unstable structure. I feel like I'm meant to be grabbing onto those things, you know, that are hiding in the ceiling when we're actually up there. Meant to be. Not the same as what I'm doing. If we just build a big enough ball, we spin the entire cycle until we're stable in the middle. We just become one with the washing machine. Step washing machine. We embrace the ball. That was a questionable spurt of goo. No. That said it was going to become a triangle that would have been perfect, and then it turned into a singular, which actually eats the ball. And now our entire structure has collapsed because of one mistake, because it wouldn't let me put it where I told me it was going to put it. And now it just won't connect at all. Perfect. Retelling of the classic. Ball. Ball. We ball until we can't ball no more. Ball only. Nothing but ball. Okay, ball. Strong ball. Not collapsing ball. Strong ball. You don't rush to the exit. That's a terrible ball. Give me ones that are doing what I want. There we go. Good. Don't give me the walls. Give me the balls. We're not rushing to the exit. We're just making a gigantic ball. Gigantic ball lets us connect to the exit. Gigantic ball strong. Okay, this is going to connect to the exit on its way past. I bet. Missed opportunity. Right, we'll wait for the next cycle. That is unfortunate. Right, that's stronger. We have got a wasted ball. Okay, this will be fine. I'm trying to get the two so that it's free from the gravity. Okay, let me get the... Yes. Okay, two. Free from gravity. Unfortunately, my balls yanked it. The ball hadn't yanked it off. That would have been fine. That would have been perfect. But now we've got a monster. It's just walking along weirdly. This is fine. Okay. Move the balls. Right. Embrace the chaos. Unfortunately, that didn't hold well enough. Like, what's going on here? That needs to be sorted. Like, all this inside nonsense needs to go. There's also a tail there. I can't embrace the tail. Need that tail to not exist anymore. Like, it's compacting a little too much. I mean, it might be that I just need to... You know what? Maybe I could have just had a 2. Disconnect as many as possible. Like, if I just have a 2 that somehow catches on. Give me the smallest structure as possible. I don't know if we can get it any smaller. Because it's not letting me grab the ones that I need to. Okay. We have got a worm now. That's enough to start over, though. And that one we can fail to put on. Ignore the chaos at this end that's not attached to anything. Just keep the circle. Build big circle back. Build big circle amongst the washing machine. And then we can get to the exit again. All we need is a 2 that doesn't get interrupted. Like, what is this chaos? There's a few chaotic spinny things. I'm going to try and disassemble them. Okay. Build the circle back up. Orb. It did just collapse a bit of the circle, but that's fine. All part of the plan, he says. Okay, collapsed circle will be made into oscillating perfectly nice and not doom. Okay, give me strong. Give me soft. Oh. That's a questionable one. In fact, it was so questionable that the whole thing just ripped itself apart. And I saw that it was questionable. Could you not just let me grab the thing I want to grab? Okay. 5 of 8. I mean, we can do this. Okay. Another option is to just make the world's longest snake. Even though they're all combining into one. As it messes up. Oh, we got a 2 on its own up there, though. We got a 2. We got a separated 2. If I can make the separated 2 land on the exit and stay attached and not be sucked by everything else. So I want the 2 to remain separate. And then I want to build towards the exit so that the 2 connects to it. Whether we can do that or not's another thing. Another thing entirely. Okay. Like I said, a long snake is also a thing. It is collapsing in on itself. Listen. Right, I think we should start over. Right. Circle. Strong, not collapsing circle. That doesn't get murdered by the washing machine. All we need, the strongest circle. We probably shouldn't be collecting the goo inside of it. I feel like that might be causing problems. And then when you grab the goo, when you're trying to grab a different one, that's gonna cause it to die. Let me grab a free one. Okay. Strong. Strong gel ball for the washing machine. Actually, strong gel ball. Not terrible gel ball. And don't grab any of the strengthening ones that are holding it together. Build the gel ball bigger. No. God damn it, it's gonna collapse. Because mistakes happened that I didn't want to happen. It's fine. And just build the gel ball. It's not fine. The chaos engine is awoken again. Come on. It was there and it went, nope. No, thank you. It wasn't even rotating. It just said no. That would have been good. I'm gonna wait. Maybe the gel ball will... But you are a free ball. Maybe the gel ball will sort itself out. Okay, once it goes to there... Once it goes to the next bit, we can reach for it. He says, that is not going to let me reach for it because of how that happens on the gods. Washing machine and easy. Okay. Washing machine never was easy. Feel like there's meant to be a bit that you could grab. Like those red things that show. That I'm meant to be grabbing for them. Right, length. Lengthen me. What? Lengthen! No! Let me grab the balls and not the ones that are already attached. Okay. Long man is a thing that sold candy in Japan. The long snake thing that definitely didn't just collapse on itself is the way. And then, you know, I would love to just grab the balls and not the tower. It teased me there. It said, look, you can reach over with this. Okay, long. Lengthen. Lengthen and strengthen. Can do that. We can make it. Feel like this was the way that I did it before. On the first one. That was unfortunately not strong. And now we've made a tower that collapsed on itself, but for a moment, an accidental tower. And nothing else. Okay, now I'm going to give it a strong core and a tower. Because if... Every time. Just let me grab a loose ball and not the ball. There needs to be a button that says, would you like to grab the ball or the ball? I would like to grab the ball in this instance. Big, strong, rotating, lengthy tower. Not a deliberate ball. I was quicker, there, I could have done that and got the 2 and then got every single ball out. I could have. Guy just gonna float there on his own. Now he might fling in. Ooh, he didn't. Yeah, no, good enough. But if I would have been a little bit quicker at separating that, or if you were allowed time balls after the thing closed, I could have got them all in. I could have. 16 or fewer moves? Yeah, I feel like we could have done that as well. But enough time on the washing machine. This way up. Gravitation navigation station. Let's see. So I'm probably going to spin gravity until that snaps eventually. By the year 2216, publicly available gravity had become controversial, after nobody could agree on either its direction or the magnitudes. The state of Florida signs into law into agree. The gravity points down in Florida, and everywhere else is parallel to that direction. Therefore, people on the other side of the world would legally fall up, and people in Europe would fall east. In a separate campaign, activists condemned the pull of gravity as aggressive, pulling the disproportionate force on those of larger mass. Meanwhile, artificial life forms argued that since they have no mass at all, we should reclassify the concept of ideas as having mass proportional to their intellectual weight. Those who could afford it switched to privately owned gravity. Curator. Ava. So. Dial tone. Okay, so I didn't want to snap the chain because I wasn't sure what would happen. It can destroy gravity. I thought maybe if we destroyed gravity, it might help. I see. Actually, perfect. Goodbye, lava, because you were death and destruction. I don't want you. But I do want the balls. But if I can get rid of the lava. I mean, do I need the lava? I don't feel like I do need the lava. Give me all the balls. Drain that lava a bit faster. Because then if I just use gravity to get to the other balls without burning them, we're fine. But all that lava must go. Each and every drop of it. There's some green goo in that lava? Was there an opportunity to save some green goo out of that? Okay, so let's drip down. Wake these other balls up. Come on, there's green balls over here. Give me the green ball back. Okay, now we connect all of them. Oh, come on. I didn't want that one to connect to there. Wanted the green balls to give me... Could you all... This is where a whistle would be very, very handy, you know? You all move out of the way. When you want to connect... When you want to grab a ball that isn't connected, you can't. But when you do want to connect it, you grab everything but. Could you... He literally climbed on and then he said, no, actually, I don't want to be on that. You know what, actually, we'll just make gravity bring it over. Well, we lost it to space. Like that one. We say let gravity sort it out. Perfect. And then we just let it go to the exit. Such a shame that that last pink one also got used up that I didn't tell it to use. Because that would have been nice to take. But we got the exit, whatever. We don't need the OCD of 20. 7 moves, 59 seconds. 59 seems generous. But I guess you need to let all that lava flow out, right? Turn and burn. Glow stick. Lava. Okay. So convince them above. It's time. Time to burn down your house, the curator. You know, I feel like it's gonna turn into Little Inferno for some reason. So that would not be the way to do that, because the lava. Oh, God. Do I need to make a chain and then guide them whilst they're connected? Okay. So we need to be very, 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 very... It's leaning a little too far to the right. I don't want it to lean. Why is it leaning? So I think I need to connect it to the planet, burn the base, and then have it all lean over to this between the lavas, and that's crazy. Right, so I need to make a perfect tower that definitely doesn't lean in one direction or another. Why did it get dark? It's leaning. Like, we'll just counterweight it. Not a questionable tower at all. Okay, I think we need a bigger, wider base to stop it collapsing, you know? We'll just give it some support at the sides, which, you know, every tower needs. If you aren't supporting it at the sides, then you're not doing it right. Okay. Now, everyone's tower is unique. The fact that this one is very... a lot more questionable than intended. And a little chodish. We don't question it. Okay, so it says... you must destroy the house. Now, it's a shame that all of the rest of these don't want to... That's fine, that's what I kind of want to happen, but I need the rest of it to die as well. We need to carefully... carefully destroy the base of this questionable tower. It's becoming green goo. It is definitely leaning in one direction. It sounds like it's kissing. Okay. With the power of gravity. No! Time bug! I mean... This is fine. Who even needs gravity manipulation? We've already made it. Time to destroy your house? No, time to destroy time. Or gravity at the very least. We made it! Might have accidentally destroyed the gravity manipulation along the way, but we'd already done its job, so who cares? 43 balls! 18 or fewer moves, 36 seconds or less. It did its job. Okay. Now we go even further into the future. World of Goo 17! A smoke-filled room. Chapter 1. That didn't look like a black stain. That looked questionable.
The night sky pours down rain like it has a personal grudge. The rhythm of droplets on the pavement echoes through the city's desolate alleyways.
It's suddenly become
a mournful serenade to the lost
an
soul
adventure
of Rome.
detective game.
The rain comes from above, but something else comes from below.
Goo?
A thick black sludge seeps up through the cracks in the streets, as if the city itself is bleeding its own filth and corruption. It'll stick to your soul, they laugh. But most people have long stopped wondering what exactly is oozing up through the ground. Just another bit of filth to scrape off at the end of the day.
It's a gumshoe. Right. Private Eye Cliff
That's me.
Painter.
Cliff Spanner, private
Spanner.
investigator. Got a mystery you need to unravel? I'm your guy. At least I used to be.
It's a point and click game.
Smoke curls from the end of my spark.
They don't stop
turning to ash
surprising.
on my desk. Smoky tendrils fade into the dank air. The rain beats against the office window. The only light is from the street light outside. Through the sheets of rain and the dusty blinds. The dim, amber
I mean, it
glow
looks pretty out
casts
there.
ghostly shadows across my desk.
Okay, so we can't investigate any other things. Any hidden things to click on? Doesn't look like
The
it.
sign on the door reads Cliff Spanner, private investigator.
Oh, of
A sudden
course.
knock on my office door shatters the silence.
I'll just pretend I wasn't right next to the door and go sit down and sit questionably
Yeah,
whilst
come
I
in.
wait for them.
A woman steps into the room. Her silhouette oozes sensuality.
Is she glue?
Her eyes
Goo?
shimmer with desperation and allure. Her face
They
is
don't
stunning.
shimmer.
She moves with an
Her eyes are
elegance
black.
that seems to defy the grimy streets
That's
she
not
must have
elegant.
traversed to get here. I catch a hint of her perfume, something intoxicating as she approaches my desk.
I need your help, Mr. Spanner. There's something terribly wrong, and I don't know who else to turn to.
Need a light?
Are we gonna set her on fire? Mwah, mwah. Her eyes are
thought you'd never
darkness. Why does she
What
have a
seems to be the problem
sparkler?
in this?
Call me Effie.
All right, Effie, what brings you?
It's my brother,
bet
Rusty.
it's Effie.
Rusty Blackwood. He's disappeared, and I fear the worst.
Blackwood. That name is familiar. Effigail and Rustwick Blackwood, right? You and your brother are heirs to the vast Blackwood oil company that powers the whole city. Tell me everything, Miss Blackwood.
I thought I told you to call me Effie.
Why do I feel like that's gonna
My brother,
explode?
Rusty. You see, he fell in with
I
some
say-
sort of environmental activist. Some floozy named Misty.
Misty.
She filled his head with all manner of nonsense. She convinced him that the Blackwood Oil Company wrecked the city, polluted it, and that it was built
Yeah,
upon the backs
probably
of
did.
exploited workers and a damaged environment. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
The city would be pitch black without my
Why is there a
family's
skull?
energy. That's when I started noticing changes around the office. Incomplete reports. Mysterious memos.
What a strange
phone
light
calls
fitting.
at all hours. I tried to brush it off as simple negligence. But, oh Cliff, I have begun to suspect that my brother is secretly working with Sunshine Power.
How dare he work for the ethical way of generating power that doesn't pollute or anything?
Sunshine Power. They're that new energy company. Harnessing the sun's rays for cheap, clean power, right? They must be a pretty big competitor for your oil business, aren't they?
How
Well,
dare
that's
they?
just it. With Rusty in bed with the competitor, in bed with Misty, in bed with Sunshine Power, I fear he planned to bring down the Blackwood Oil Company.
Or
You think
just
your brother would
merge and
destroy your
work
family
together.
legacy?
At first, I couldn't believe it. We're family.
What do you want him to marry you instead?
What the heart wants, Cliff.
That's weird.
The heart can lead a man down the
It's
darkest
not
alleyways.
Game of Thrones.
And your father? Does he know about this?
My father is a powerful man, Mr. Spanner. The sole owner of Blackwood Oil. There's nothing that goes on in the company.
Oh,
he
so
doesn't
you're
know
going to
about.
kill him, so you can take it
And
over,
if
right?
Rusty defected to a rival green energy upstart. Oh, Cliff. Cliffy. You don't think.
I don't think... What?
You don't think that my father
Don't think it's
would,
all.
in his displeasure, that he would have hurt my brother.
No, I think you would have killed him and then also killed your father.
Whatever happened to
So
my
you
brother,
get the whole
Cliff,
company.
I need to know the truth, no matter how painful.
That's what I think.
I'll find your brother.
Why does the chair go
The
womp
truth has a
womp?
way of revealing itself even in the darkest corners.
Thank you, Mr. Spanner.
I feel like she's loyal because she's got black eyes.
Cliffy, please, bring my brother back.
Or they all evolved goo.
The scent of Effie's perfume lingers in the air. It is certain this case will be my greatest trial yet. The stakes are high, the danger palpable, but I am a private eye, born to the shadows, a crusader in the face of darkness. I am Cliff Spanner, and I have a mystery to solve.
Anything else in here? Nope. Time to go. Time to go. So we can always go back in there. Can't interact with anything else.
A cleaner mops the floor. It's late, well beyond working hours. Come to think of it, I'm pretty sure someone had
Well, the
already
cleaners
mopped the hallway today.
Work after
There's
everything
something
closes.
familiar
Right?
about his weathered face, his tired eyes, but the thought is fleeting.
Hey, you.
Yeah, he probably
Someone left a
works
box
for the
you
company.
outside.
I nod and continue on. Tonight, my mind belongs to Effie. And
You've probably
Effie
seen him
alone.
every day. Hoo-hoo.
He looks busy.
Can I go past the door? I can. But there's nothing past the door. Why would there be any secrets past the door?
I step into the inky black night, my footsteps falling heavily on the wet, rain-soaked pavement.
So we can go to the cocktail bar, the kissing place, the lightning
The
place.
street is illuminated with the harsh neon light of a Blackwood Oil Company billboard. Across the way, there's an even brighter billboard for Sunshine Power.
Power?
Blackwood's upstart new rival, a renewable energy company. I turn up my collar against the rain. A box beside the door catches my attention.
Because he
A
told
note
you about
says,
it.
"Come home soon. Love, Mom." Inside are several goo balls.
Now, Mom was important in the first one. 4 balls! Okay.
I ordered a hot dog, and it came with these. You want them?
I'll take them, thanks. So I guess now we walk around to find balls.
Hey, man, you look like you could use these more than me.
You're stuck in the side shelter. Okay, so now we're just clicking around looking for balls. Got it. 8 balls. No time limit and no number of moves, which is interesting because we were clicking a number of moves, you know, and we took time. Sip on the sour notes. Like, that is so questionable.
I make my way to a dingy bar called the Sour Note, a haven for those seeking solace from their troubled lives.
Blacks.
I'd gotten a tip that Rusty Blackwood, the man I'd been hired to find, has a
Boxes.
taste for this joint.
There's probably goo balls in that box. Okay, maybe not.
Oh, buddy, you had too much milk. Let's get you home. What are you looking at, chump?
I want your balls. Maybe that's not the sort of thing you go up to say to someone. The sour note. That comes across very questionably. Very questionably. Go talk to the bartender first. He looks like a robot.
I approach the bar, flicking wet from the rain off the collar of my trench coat, and take a seat on one of the worn leather stools.
What's your poison, stranger?
Just information tonight.
I'm a bartender, pal, not a librarian.
All right, give me a frosty glass of milk.
I'm a doctor, not a everything under the sun. They spent a lot of time making this very fizzy, filling noise, huh?
Look at that froth.
Say, ever have a man named Rusty Blackwood stop in here for a frothy cup? I've got a photo of him here.
He's got a name I do not know, but yeah, I've seen him. You'll want to talk to Misty.
Misty, who is she and where can I find her?
Just turn around. She sings for you now.
Okay. Got a very interesting haircut.
Don't go get your hopes up, pal.
Now what would a woman like Misty be doing with a man like Rusty?
She likes some trouble, you know, but I ain't seen these Rusty in a long distance.
Were they, involved in a duet?
Huh?
Were Rusty
duet,
and
eh?
Misty both riding side saddle on the same steed?
Mm,
Were they sharing more than a glass of whiskey?
whiskey? What's that?
Were they two hot bullets in a revolver?
I don't...
What I mean to say is, were Misty and Rusty romantically permeated?
Can't say for sure.
Romantically
Misty follows
permeated.
here a long, twisty road, but I'd say she enjoys playing with fire. And Rusty, let's just say last time I saw him here, he was smoking.
You're not so bad at dispensing
I
information.
mean, her hair is kind of a sun,
luck,
but
pal.
also, is she a matchstick?
Good luck out there, pal.
X.
Looks like he's had too much milk.
Is that all they sing? Sell? It's not alcohol,
The air here
not
reeks of
rum,
detergent
not
and
whiskey.
despair, mingling with smoke snaking up from sparklers held between
Detergent.
blood-stained fingers.
Milk? They drink milk and they smoke sparklers.
Come
Because
on.
it's healthy.
Let me take you another cold glass of milk, doll.
Don't drink too much milk. It will literally make you need the loo a lot.
Let me take you another cold glass of milk, doll.
It's not a good idea. It really isn't a good idea.
I'm working this guy over here. Take these and beat it.
Thanks.
Scram,
Got any more
you
balls?
busybody. Scram, you busybody. Scram, you busybody.
Okay. Just trying to get as much as I can out of you. What about this guy? Has he got anything else to say?
Looks like he's had too much milk.
Gotta offer him a
Good luck out
sparkler?
there, pal.
Do-do-do-do.
The periphery of the room is decked with sticky-looking crimson velvet upholstery. Tarnished chandeliers cast a dim,
Sticky.
eerie glow over the patrons. Misty's sultry voice floats in the air like a wounded albatross. She sways to the rhythm of the music. Her eyes move languorously from one patron to another, as if cataloging their sins.
A wounded albatross. "20 years, you're a wandering dream." Describing someone singing as a wounded albatross. doesn't exactly give me the impression that she's she seemed to sing okay. You know, she didn't sound like a wounded albatross to me. Okay, so that's a wig. He was smuggling a pair of balls.
Say, that was a fine performance, Misty. You
That's...
possess a heavenly voice of velvet.
That's not Misty. That's a wig.
My name is Cliff Spanner, private detective.
You need better glasses. Because you've got terrible glasses and you can't tell that that's a mannequin. But she's rested her clothes and wig on.
I understand you're acquainted with someone named Rusty. Rusty Blackwood.
Yeah, she ain't gonna respond.
Been seen in a while, and I'm hoping you can tell me where he might have gone.
You can't tell that that's not her remotely. There's no arms.
You sure are spare on words, aren't you, Misty?
She got no eyes or a face.
Crusader.
No legs. And a completely different skin tone.
Oh, she's a knockout, isn't she?
She should be illegal.
Can I help you, sweetie?
Yeah, that's Misty.
Enjoy yourself.
Thank you, but I'm asking some questions of Misty here.
That's Misty, the man. And he's like completely oblivious.
Go ahead. I'll just powder my nose.
As I was saying, my name's Cliff Spanner, private detective. I'm hoping you can help me out.
Oh yeah, well, we'll go on then. Spit it out.
I'm looking for a man who's disappeared. I'm looking for Rusty Blackwood. I understand he's an acquaintance of yours.
Can I not steal?
Do me a favor, sweetie. Turn around, please.
Turn around, bright eye. Suddenly, who would have guessed? Guy puts on the Misty outfit. I probably could have stolen some more balls from the room.
You can turn around again.
What if I don't?
Misty, there was a nice man here. He must have run off.
You know how men are, Cliff.
With the same voice.
And then they're another.
He's a different thing now.
Ooh, Rusty, he was a promising one.
Tell me more, Misty. Were you using Rusty to get to his family's Blackwood Oil Company?
Well, you know Blackwood Oil. You know what they do to this city, don't you?
Pollute it?
Poison it with their oil. The air is thick. Even the ground is bleeding. I tried to show Rusty the truth, but...
You thought you'd convince Rusty to destroy his own family business?
Yeah, Rusty. A little dim, but he was cute. I thought he was interested in...
I think this guy's a bit more dim.
...in doing something about this rotten family oil business. And he was, for a while. But he changed. He was lured by another light in the dark.
Where'd he wander off to?
Look, since Rusty's a pal, I'll throw you a bone. But you ain't heard it from me, understand?
Nah, I heard it from the other guy that was in here, right?
I might have an idea who he's been hanging around with.
Yeah. Who?
Bob the Builder. Don't question the mannequin that's there.
Dmitri Cognac, he's a real charmer. A gentleman of the night, a distant mountain.
Oh, the eyes.
Catch me?
I think I know the type. The city is lousy with characters. Most of them shady.
Watch yourself, Spiero. Dmitri is more than you probably expect. He has the way of crashing even the sturdiest ships into his rocky shore. He has the way of getting what he wants, even from tough nuts like you.
What would he want from...
Just find Dmitri Cognac, you'll understand. He's usually on the last train out of the city, the midnight steamliner. If you leave now, you still have time to catch him tonight.
A steamy one. Anakin! What is this pizzy?
You think he'll talk to me?
Well, he
what has it seen?
With that attitude.
I don't know. It's seen everything.
Dressed up like a private dick.
Just doing my job, ma'am.
Oh, sweetie, you're just a fool in drag. But so is everyone you've ever met.
Anything else you need to tell me about Dmitri Cognac?
I'll explain more once the conversation's finished. Okay. Yeah, it's he's seen darkness, you know, he's seen nothing but darkness. That's what he's seen.
Take this. I have a feeling it'll make Dmitri talk. It's best I'm not
dancing nice.
Anyway.
This'll make him talk. Little lot of balls. Yeah, it's a shiny piggo that sees nothing but darkness. You know, it's it's shiny and bright, but darkness in its eyes. But it's trying to do the happy Natalo sort of thing as well, like, you know, the shaky happy thing. But I wanted it to open its mouth as well, so, you know, it's like excited. It might have seen something nice, actually. You know, it's getting very, very excited for something nice. But I do appreciate the dance as well. Yeah, it's an everything, that piggo. It's an everything, and it's got darkness in its eyes. Emo shiny piggo.
Misty.
Just be careful, Santa. Now, scuttle lost, sweetie. I need to go get ready for my next set.
Can I not steal all your stuff? Got anything else in here that I can steal? Yeah, I probably stole everything that they have. Mannequins everywhere.
Scuttle lost, sweetie. I need to go get ready for my next set.
I feel like she already got ready, you know? She got back into the outfit just to talk to us, unless she's changed into a different outfit to be a different person, like the blue hair. Might be a completely different person. Any more bowls? What if I go sneak back in there? What happens? Oh, gone. Nothing else that I can steal? There isn't, is there? Do you like the shiny piggo? That's the question. Do you enjoy the shiny piggo emote? Because I tried to make fun emotes that everyone would like. I need to come up with some more, though. You know, some more good ones. This guy still had too much
milk.
Okay. I don't think we're getting anything else out of these guys.
I need answers about Rusty Blackwood. And this guy, Cognac, might hold the key. I gotta get to the train station. The echo of Misty's voice trails behind me, mingling with the distant waves
it's
of the
the
city. The night is
cleaner
young,
again.
and I am not. I see a sad sack and a city cleaner.
It's the same cleaner.
Wet sludge from the sidewalk into the gutter. He turns away from me as I pass. But is this the same guy who was mopping the hallway outside my office? No way, couldn't be. What's your name, friend?
Just a guy looking after this dump.
Just a guy.
Hey, I think you dropped these.
Thanks for the balls. There are no more balls. You haven't even gone to the train station, I don't feel. Okay, OCD. There was some in the trash can. Perfect. Okay. All the balls. 10 balls or more. But it is getting pretty late, so I think we should, because these episodes are long, so there's at least 2 more episodes of this, and then there's some sort of super finale. So I think that's where I'm going to call it a day for today. But thank you, Diana Kim, for hanging out. Thank you for Born Robin, who was here earlier as well. And I appreciate the use of the shiny piggo. Shiny piggo is good. Was anyone else hanging out? I don't know if anyone else is hanging out, but if anyone else was hanging out, watching and lurking, I appreciate you all. No worries. Have a nice night. I'll continue this next week, where we will find out the rest of the story. But who knows what the story is or where it's going, because who has any sort of clue? But yeah, it is getting late, and then the weekend's going to come, so I'm going to call it a day there for today. Hopefully you have a lovely rest of your weekend, whatever you're up to, and I do appreciate you coming, hanging out, lurking, chatting, you know, everything. I'll be back on Monday as well. I'll catch you all then. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye.